But that's what happens. People do get typecast. People disappear. People come back. You know, sometimes they find somebody and they say attach them because of a different project. They lead into something else. And then sometimes people are like, this fucking guy, where's he been? And that leads me to my next conversation. I want to talk about Dr. Doom because Josh Hartnett, I think, falls into there too. Because Josh Hartnett kind of disappeared for a long fucking time. And now he's popping up left and right. I mean, he was just an Oppenheimer. And, you know, originally Christopher Nolan said that he actually wanted Josh Hartnett to play Batman at one point instead of Christian Bale, which is fucking crazy to me. But I think that I could kind of see it. Yep. But now it's going around. And it's funny. There's a website we go to once in a while called Giant Freaking Robot. And all the trades are going nuts. They're the ones that broke this story. But apparently Josh Hartnett was offered Dr. Doom for Fantastic Four and moving forward in the Marvel Universe. Now, you're like, what? Dr. Doom? Now, they've been going back and forth about this because Dr. Doom will not be the villain in the next Fantastic Four. He might be a side character, a little part. They're saying that he won't be huge, just a couple scenes, maybe a post-credit scene. Galactus is supposed to be the villain in that movie. And they're still going back and forth about the cast. As we talked about, Joseph Quinn was up for the Human Torch. But I kind of like this casting. I think Josh Hartnett could fit this really well because, again, he's playing an intellectual. I think he could do that very well. Dr. Doom, like, fuck, such a great character for anybody. And they want a name for this role. They don't want, and like, just nobody wants someone to carry this character through into Secret Wars too. If you know anything about the Marvel stuff, like, it's a huge character in Secret Wars. And Josh Hartnett's a pretty big name, and he has this renaissance going in his career right now. Again, like, it's amazing if you ask me. Like, he's also up for Two-Face right now. We talked about that in the show before too, up for Two-Face in the Batman. So, I mean, I don't know if that's going to go through, but he was like one of the leading people up for that too. So it might be one of those things where they're just like grabbing onto him. But if you know anything about Dr. Doom, he was, at one point, he was like God Emperor, and they called him God Emperor Doom. And he had like a Legion of Thors at one point. Of course, like, he worked with Doctor Strange. He actually ran Doctor Strange for a while. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the comic books that would be kind of fun. He's a powerful sorcerer, just like Doctor Strange. But for me, I see this and I'm like, Dr. Doom, Hartnett, I like that. You know, I feel like he disappeared for a long time after the Sin City movies. And now, like, this is a chance for him to come back and start kicking some ass. And Oppenheimer, I still haven't seen Oppenheimer, but I hear he was great in that too. Let's go to Spencer very, very first. I know you just ended. Let's start with Spencer at the beginning. What do you think about Hartnett being Dr. Doom? Do you think this is a good choice for the franchise, or would you have liked seeing somebody else?
I fucking love Josh Hartnett. Dude, I have loved him since Pearl Harbor. I have fucking love it. Yeah, he took a while off. I want to say like a decade. Yeah, he did Penny Dreadful, I think was the last one he did, and he was like took a break from Hollywood or something, you know, one of those.
That's
but yeah, he's coming. It was a great show, but he's coming back like hard. His Black Mirror episode was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you got anybody's seen that, but I would absolutely recommend it.
I love it.
Well, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Well, so Jen, it's you, sir.
It's a depressing episode.
It's very sad, but it's
Black Mirror. They're all depressing.
It's Black Mirror. Let's be real.
I'm not a fan of the show in general.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Whoa!
Are you surprised on this?
That is okay. I'm gonna move on past that.
Do it.
So, I did see something about Cillian Murphy doing Dr. Doom, which I thought was also a very good. I thought it was a very good choice, personally.
I can see that.
I'm gonna go and mute Sabrina real quick. Okay. And no, I'm just kidding. I love, and yeah, I think what they're about to do with the next few phases, Dr. Doom is going to be a pivotal character. Because he's a bad guy in like all of these. So I love it. I think it's going to be awesome. I also really like the idea of him being Two-Face, but I don't think he should be both. So
that's the thing, though, because it's two different worlds, but it's complicated, right? It's a complicated thing for comic book people to be two big characters moving forward.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you should. Yeah.
Everyone's been. I came out like last night, and everyone's kind of been going nuts about it. Like over there, apparently they said they offered it during him or before the strike. They actually offered it to him, and now they're saying that he said yes to it. So, I mean, we'll see. No official announcement from Marvel yet, but I think it could be. Yeah, I fucking love him as an actor. I think he's great. So I think I could see it. I could see it. Rachel, what do you think? Do you think that Josh Hartnett coming back to be a Marvel villain will be good for him, or do you think that his career is going a different direction from that and he should stay away from this kind of universe?
We're in this weird place with Marvel where it's not it doesn't feel like the career boom it used to be. So like it really could go either way. It could just be another thing he puts on his fucking resume and moves on. Or if the film turns out really well and it gets really good reception and kind of revives interest in Marvel, because we've all talked about how people are just fucking sick of these superhero movies at this point. We're tired. So
there's
I think
a lot of fatigue out there these days.
Interest and can overcome the fatigue, it could be good for his career. Otherwise, I think it's just kind of neutral.
Yeah,
it's just a thing that he's doing.
The Marvel thing, it's like that's my thing that people have been talking about, not just Marvel but superhero. That's the thing with like about Blue Beetle didn't do well. Yeah. It's done better now. It's picked it up a little bit, but still not a solid like box office that you would want. Again, like all the Flash stuff, the DC stuff, that's all been failing. Marvel stuff, again, a lot of their stuff coming out on TV, people haven't been loving it either. But then again, I think it's just oversaturation. They should focus on their movies and less this TV stuff. Like we don't need a whole series about the Secret Invasion. We got it, but we didn't need it, and overall it just dropped the ball a lot of ways. It just really did. I know Sabrina didn't like that much. Sabrina, what do you think though? Do you like Secret Invasion? But what do you think about Hartnett though, Sabrina? I know you like him as an actor. Do you think that he would be good playing this character? Or do you think that, Dr. Doom is like the next really big bad for the very end? People are saying Kang's gonna be the villain now for Secret Invasion, which I don't think, or Secret Wars. I don't think so, because in the comic books, it's Dr. Doom. It has to be Doom. Fuck Kang, give us Doom. But what do you think about Hartnett taking over and taking the reins as a new villain for the MCU?
Literally anything that anyone just said makes me want to vomit. Like all of the things. Like literally all of the things. Okay? Fucking Kang can suck it. Hashtag Denzel Washington. Fucking
Denzel.
What's his nuts here? Josh Hartnett. I don't have a problem with him. I think his best role actually is what you mentioned, Spencer.
Pearl Harbor.
Penny Dreadful. No, Penny Dreadful, dude.
Penny Dreadful is so good.
Pearl Harbor is very depressing. Don't bring that up again.
I need another beer.
Never forget,
please do. What?
Never forget.
I will never forget. I went there.
I love you.
Go on the fucking boat and look at the thing. It's super fucking depressing. Okay, I did get pearl earrings out of the deal, but it was very depressing. So my point is that I honestly, the Fantastic Four has failed fucking twice. So I don't really give a shit that they're trying to bring it back, and I don't know. If I were an actor and I was or Josh Hartnett actor, not someone that was brand new like me, if I was me and they were come be fucking the invisible bitch, whatever the fuck her name is, I'd be absolutely, I will do that.
Invisible bitch.
But
no, that's her name, invisible bitch. Yeah.
But for a good actress who I'm not good, I am good, but I mean for someone who's known, for someone who gets that carte blanche audition that we were just talking about, not someone who's I'm looking at this picture, you look like you could play a prostitute. That's cool. Okay, let me pick her. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, for someone who has had a lot of credits, especially film credits, why would you want to go to a fucking third reboot of a franchise that has completely failed every time, but then also a franchise that is kind of going downhill? You're not on the upswing, you're on the downswing. In your mind, are you I'm the person that's going to change this? What do you think is going to happen? I don't know. And I feel Josh Hartnett is coming back out of nowhere. He was in what's that stupid fucking thing with Kevin Hart and John Travolta?
Die Hard?
Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard.
He was in Die Hard, which was very I can and have, Lexi. Can and have. My point is, that was a headshot reliant fucking role that I got called in for. So basically, where I'm going with this is that I just feel I mean, I guess you're not gonna say no money, but you're reestablishing your career. You were offered fucking Two-Face. You were offered this, I guess, or you're up for
up for Two-Face. Yeah, he didn't officially take it, but it was up for it.
I'm just saying, if I had to pick between the two, and I know DC sucks kind of for people, I would definitely go for, it's a way better character to play than Dr. Doom. But if you are going to do this, great and fine. The character itself, dude, are you not a Batman
Doom is such a great character, though. He really
Doom
is.
Can suck my dick. It's a twice failed franchise. It is literally a twice failed franchise.
I will say this though, Sabrina, because that was still under the Fox reigns, that was before Disney got it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, before Disney got it.
Marvel? What?
Twice failed.
But now that Marvel, now that the House of Mouse, has it, I have to say that there's a different opportunity here for this. And they're spending a lot of time on the casting. They're spending a lot of time on the story.
He's fucking fine. I don't care. This is so obnoxious. Like, when the fuck this movie's gonna come out in like
2025,
2075. I said 19 because I'm old. That's for you, Rachel. It's gonna come out like literally in 2099. So I don't give a shit. I really don't. This is all speculation. It's so fucking annoying that they keep coming out. That's like, we're the first people that brought you that fucking what's David Diggs who's gonna fucking play the fucking role of the thing.
May 2nd, 2025 is when it comes out.
Currently.
We're in
the middle of a fucking strike. They keep pushing things 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. Like, I think it's rich that they're coming in hot with this bullshit. And by the way, actors can't negotiate contracts right now.
No, yes, you can. You can. Yes, you can. You can negotiate contracts. You can't rehearse. You can't act. You can't go on location, but you can actually audition and rehearse and negotiate contracts
for things that are fucking able to be shot.
But you can still negotiate contracts.
No, I don't think you can. I want you to Google it.
You can. That was one of their things they said you could do.
Can somebody give me a like Google?
Like Google, get in there, Sabrina.
Somebody in the
but
chat.
that's the thing. And this was apparently it's leaked though. It came out right before the strike. He was actually offered it, and apparently they're saying he said yes. So I mean, I don't know. Again, Marvel has made no announcement on this, and they won't until this strike is done. I guarantee, because they're not going to announce Dr.Doom before they announce the Fantastic Four. It's not going to happen. You know, they're going to announce the cast, the main cast, then they'll announce Dr.Doom. If they do, it might be one of those things where he's a post-credit scene, and you don't actually know this until after the fact. You know, Giant Freaking Robot has been really good about this too. Like, that's why all the people are going nuts in the trades. That's all I'm saying. But to me, Marvel is rebooting everything. And this is the first family of Marvel. So like they want to make it fucking right. You know, they want to make it right. So I think get the best people you can. This is a good opportunity for any actor to get in there.